Shalom.
Hello, Habibi.
So today, well actually yesterday, we finished up our time at the expo. We saw some cool pavilions like Spain, which ended up being like our favorite pavilion.
Yeah, they had pretty tall towers to let the heat out. They had a cool forest exhibit, a train exhibit. I don't know, they had everything. A good movie.
They also had it so you could actually smell like pine and stuff like that, so that it did play on your senses and stuff. And there was a good video on there that kind of demonstrated how humans control the climate, so there was a good call to action there, so that was really cool for us.
Yeah, we saw a lot of other exhibits. We waited way too long in a line for the Netherlands, and we didn't get to see Germany or Japan because it was a 2-hour wait for both of those. But everything else we wanted to see, we got to see.
Right. And then we came back here. We took a slow morning just to relax, and then later today we actually got our COVID test and everything. We had some issues with getting those results, but we got that this morning.
Yep.
And then so we're all good to return back to the US, and then we've got our camel ride today, or not camel ride, desert tour I guess is the right word.
Desert safari.
Right.
So they're gonna pick us up in a few hours, and then we have a 7-hour trip to go into the desert. So we're really excited for that.
Yeah, so we got that in about an hour. Right now we're just gonna go for some tourist shopping
along the river.
Yep.
Where we are. Killing some time. We're having a great time in the desert. I think you just took a photo. Oh no. Our tour guide is the best photographer. He had us take lots of photos. But we're walking back to the car. Lots of sand. That's all.
So we got one of everything, which is hard to see. Let me see if I can turn my light on. Nope. Flashlight. We got a chicken bone, some pasta, some bread, like 3 different types of rices, some meatballs, some lamb stick, a chicken, some salad, some lentils or
Lentil soup.
yeah, lentil soup. I forgot about that. This is the chickpeas, I think. Looks great, looking good, and I'm excited. We also got those as dessert.
They have more dessert later too.
And more dessert later. There's a lot of food.
Taking you.
So it is the next day.
Yep, it's Saturday, our last day.
So how was yesterday?
Yesterday was awesome. We spent 7 hours in the desert. We rode camels, we sandboarded, we dune bashed, we had a great dinner.
Had a great photographer.
Got some henna. Nina got some henna.
We got a scorpion.
Smoked some shisha. Had shows. It was awesome.
The dinner was full of like lamb. We had meatballs. There was chicken. There was all different types of rice. There was
salads. Hummus, pitas, vegetables.
Yeah, so the dinner was really good, very plentiful. Definitely did not leave hungry. There was some dessert. The dessert was like a bread pudding filled with like sugar and I think they gave us some fruit with it too, so that was good. They had a bunch of shows. They had a guy doing a traditional, I guess, Arabic dance. Then there was a lady who came on later. She did like the hair waving dance. And then we saw the really cool one, which was like a fire breather fire show. The guy was spinning like fire on these balls and shit. It was really cool. And then we did a little bit of dune bashing on our way back, and pretty much just went to bed after that.
Yep. Had a lot of photos to look through.
Yep. And then this morning, we're going to head to La Mer.
No, we're going to the Marina.
Going to the Marina, which I guess that's not La Mer. Anyways. So we're going to go there for about 6 hours, then we're going to come back to our hotel, pick up our stuff, and then go back to the U.S.
Yep. It'll be a long 2 days.
Yeah. So overall, I thought the trip was great. I think the expo was really well done. I think everything was pretty polished. I think everything was clean, run well. There wasn't really any issues. I think the bathroom shut down like once because there was water issues, but we ended up finding one that worked. So that was really the only hiccup I guess we found. Mm-hmm. The lines obviously got a lot longer in the week, the closer you came to the weekend. So if you're definitely coming, try to come earlier in the week. That's where the lines are the shortest. And then, yeah, I mean, like they thought of everything. There was free water. There was plentiful food.
Air shows.
There was air
drone shows.
There was concerts, live music.
Yeah,
so
live
music was
music. Cool. They had street performers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They had everything.
Yeah, so I mean, overall, really impressed with Expo 2020. Definitely worth coming to. And then, just checking out Dubai, doing the desert tour. And what else we do? Seen the bird. The bird was okay. Definitely a lower
Yeah, the
priority.
beach was cool.
The beach is definitely worth it. So yeah,
Oh, yeah. Classic Dubai.
Dubai 2021 is coming to an end, and it was a good time.
Yeah,
Definitely recommend. So we'll show some footage of the Marina and
the promenade walk, beach walk today.
and then we're back to the U.S. where we got a 5-hour drive waiting for us.
Yep.
So.
Okay, so we're back in the US now. So our last day in Dubai, we ended up going to the Jumeirah beach. We walked along the beach, we saw the giant Ferris wheel, just kind of hung out there for a few hours before we went back to the hotel and headed to the airport. And we had a long flight to get here, but we're alive and we're just driving back from Chicago now.
What did you think of the promenade?
The beach was really nice. There was lots of shops. It was still being built too, like you could see the construction in some places, but I liked it. It was a different vibe than the rest of the city.
It was pretty clean. Very, very Western.
Yeah, like Cheesecake Factory, Five Guys, Chili's, everything that you would find in Michigan. Okay, but overall, how did you like the trip?
I think Dubai was a cool place to go. Like what I said before, it's very clean, very modern. Definitely has those Western elements. I loved the expo. Expo was top notch. The desert tour was super sick. The Burj Khalifa was okay. I'm not really crazy about just doing really high things. Dubai Mall blew my mind with how big it was. So yeah, overall, I think the trip was worthwhile. I had a good time. There wasn't any really days that I kind of regretted or anything. I will say there are some like cultural differences between Western and Eastern people, I suppose. Lines, people just like to cut in line, and that's really aggravating for anybody who's used to lines. So that was one thing that I kind of noticed was kind of annoying. But yeah, so I mean that's pretty much my vibe with it. I would totally recommend the expo, the desert tour, all that stuff. Definitely worth your time. If the expo wasn't there, I definitely probably would. That doesn't really make sense.
Cut it short.
I wouldn't do a full week. If you're just doing Dubai, it's probably more of like a 3-day kind of trip.
Yeah, just a long 3-day layover would be perfect to do all the things. Unless you're just there for a beach vacation, which I guess you could spend a lot of time at the beach. But I agree, I liked it. It wasn't super stressful. Everything went well. We had no issues with COVID or anything, so success. Okay, until next time.